All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends at Chick-fil-A, Cicero and Clay, Bryant and Stratton College of Syracuse, and Elevate Fitness of Syracuse. Where did Syracuse go wrong last night against Villanova? I thought it was just in a couple of areas. I mean, if you watch this game, 16 minutes into 12 minutes, etc., it was like a, I don't know, 1-point game, 2-point game. Even when Nova was up, I think it was 52-45. Jimmy Boeheim made a great move, got to the tin, but then it was just too much Nova. Their experience, their blend of players, how they work, how they value possession. Man, can that team pass the basketball or what? Wow. I didn't see it coming that Villanova would win by 14 points, but they did. Went on a little bit of a spurt there in the last, 8-10 minutes. And they're just tough to stop. Moore and Gillespie, obviously in the backcourt, are terrific. They got some bench production out of Daniels, 11 points there. But I thought there were a couple areas where Syracuse really were not good, and that's where they got killed. Villanova had too many second chance points. This team had 57 rebounds in this game. 57 rebounds. That is absolutely unheard of in college basketball. They had 27 on the offensive side and 30 on the defensive side. Syracuse had 36 total. And defensive rebound-wise, they had 25. They got out-rebounded by 5 there, and then they got out-rebounded, on the offensive end. They didn't get second-chance points because Villanova ended up out-rebounding Syracuse as well. So it happened on both ends. Again, let me repeat that. 57 rebounds. Offensive rebounds for Villanova was 27, 30 were defensive rebounds. When you look at the offensive rebounds for Syracuse, it was 11 and 25 for 36. And so that's a big discrepancy there, obviously, in offensive rebounding to get second chance points. Villanova, they did a better job on the glass. They had 16 more rebounds on the offensive side to do it. Obviously, the defensive rebounding for Syracuse, they had 25. That's 20, two rebound discrepancy when you're talking about the offensive team versus the defensive team rebounding. And then, Syracuse was awful on at the free throw line. This is another traditional Syracuse horrific game from the charity stripe. You cannot miss that many free throws. They went 8 for 15. They shot 53.3% from three. It's just not good. They got nothing out of the bench. Buddy Boeheim also had a horrific game, and I think that was where Syracuse also lost as well. Those would be the few reasons why I would say Syracuse got beat by double digits to Villanova. But again, everybody's allowed a bad game. The greatest of all time have had bad games, bad matches, bad everything. And Buddy Boeheim just had his last night. He's been remarkable for the most part all season, all career, but he just had a bad game against Villanova. They also did a very good job of defending him in this basketball game. Really nice game out of Jimmy Boeheim, obviously. But, you got to have a little bit more from everybody, right? Cole Swider, 5 points. You get 5, 11, and 10. You're lucky that Edwards gave you 10 here. Gerard and Cole Swider teamed up for 16 points. You had Boeheim's 6-point total. That's 22 points out of 3 starters out of your 5. It's just not going to cut it. Syracuse also, I think, will be fine. I think they're still a tournament team, and I think that Villanova is really good. I think they're a national championship contender again. ML Sports Take here, brought to you by our great friends at Stanley Law Offices and the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. A big tip of the cap thank you as well to Prestwick Golf and the Allen Angus Pub. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.